Welcome back, children. Today we will start with science, chapter number 2, a safe surrounding. Okay. So all the things which are around us, they are called as surroundings. So we will start with the chapter a safe surrounding. Page number 9. Accidents happen when we stop being careful. Now see, how do accidents happen? When we are not careful, means when we are careless. Okay, we don't pay attention around us, and so accidents happen. Sometimes they are minor injuries, but sometimes they can be really dangerous. So sometimes there are minor means not serious. Okay, not very serious injuries. Injuries means any damage happens to your body, that is called as injuries. So sometimes when we met with the accidents, there are some not so serious injuries, but sometimes there are really very dangerous injuries. Very badly we can get hurt. Safety rules are made to avoid accidents. So to avoid such accidents, we have made the safety rules. There are safety rules. So we should always follow that safety rules to keep ourselves safe. Following them will help us stay safe. Let's read about some safety rules that we should follow at home, at school, and while on the road. Now see, here in this chapter we will learn some safety rules which we should follow at home also, at school also, and while walking on the road also. Now let's see it one by one. Safety rules at home. Following these safety rules will keep you safe at home. Now if you follow all the safety rules, you will be very safe at home. Now first one, keep away from sharp objects such as knives, scissors, blades and needles. Okay, now in our house we need all these things. Knives, okay, for cutting vegetables, scissors for cutting anything, paper or any other thread and any other thing. Blades are there and needles. Okay, to stitch something we need needles. So these all objects, they are very sharp and pointed. Okay, you can get hurt by it. So you should stay away from all these objects such as knives, scissors, blades and needles. These are not toys and can hurt you. Okay, you should not play them assuming them as they are toys, and you should not play with them. You should stay away from them as it can hurt you. Use them only when an adult is present. When you are someone with your mother, father or any adult in your home, so that time only you can use them if you want to use them. Do not play with matchsticks. When rubbed against the matchbox, they light up and may cause a fire. You should not play with the matchstick. Okay, if by mistake, if you play with it and by mistake if it gets rubbed, okay, so they light up and it may cause a fire which can burn your finger. Do not go too close to the gas burners. Okay, gas burners, they are also very dangerous. So you should not go near them. Or there also you can get your fingers or your any part of the body burned. Use a kitchen cloth to touch hot utensils. Okay, hot utensils, they are really very hot. So you should use a kitchen cloth or a kitchen towel. So you use some cloth or towel to touch the hot utensils. Avoid firecrackers as they may cause burns. They cause air and noise pollution too. Okay, crackers, we all lit crackers in Diwali, but we should not lit them. We should avoid firecrackers. Okay, as they may cause us hurt. And what they do, they also cause air pollution. Smoke comes out from it in a large quantity. So they cause air and noise pollution also. Noise is also coming out from that crackers, and so there is a lot of air pollution and noise pollution. So we should avoid burning firecrackers. We should keep our environment safe and clean. Always wipe hands dry before touching electric equipments. Okay, there are electric equipments in our house. Electric equipments means there are power switches. Okay, so these are called as electric equipment. So you should always wipe your hands dry, okay, with wet hands. If you touch it, so you may get a current or a shock. So you should always wipe your hands dry before touching any power switches or any other electric equipments in your house. Do not put your finger in plug points, as this action may give you an electric shock. Okay, there are plug points in your house also. So if you put your finger inside it, it may give you a shock. So you should not do such things. Be extra careful while taking a bath, as you may slip on the wet floor. Okay, in your bathroom, the water is everywhere, the floor is wet, so you should properly place your feet firmly and you should take bath. You should, otherwise you may slip there and get hurt. Ask an adult for help if you have to take a medicine. Do not do it on your own. Okay, some medicines, they have side effects, so you should ask for a adult, your mother, father, or any big person in your house, that you should ask them that which medicine should I take, and you should take under their guidance only. You should not take any medicine on your own. A safe home. Now these are the rules which you should follow at home. Now for a safe home, our houses protect us from strong winds, snowfall, rain, heat, cold, as well as thieves and other dangers. We feel protected and comfortable in our homes. Let's see what makes them safe. Okay, now our house, okay, we are very comfortable, very secure, very safe in our house, and our house protects us from wind, rainfall, heat, cold, whatever the weather is there outside, but we feel very comfortable in your house. It protects us from all these things, and also from thieves and dangers. Okay, we keep valuables in our house, we can keep them. So house helps us to, our house protects us from thieves and dangers also. We feel protected and comfortable in our house. Now let's see what makes them safe. A safe home is always clean and free of germs. Okay, when we can say our home is safe, when there are no germs in our home. Okay, germs can make us fall ill, and so we should keep our house clean and free of germs. Has sunlight and fresh air through plenty of open spaces. Okay, sunlight and fresh air, it is very good for our health, our body. So there should be fresh air and sunlight passing in the rooms of our house. A safe home is properly ventilated so that the air can circulate. Okay, ventilated means the air can move freely in our house. That is called as ventilation, ventilated. So proper ventilation should be there so that the air can pass, move freely. And why we should do it? Because we should not feel suffocated. Okay, means suffocated means we need air to breathe. Okay, so if there is no air, how we will breathe? So our house should be very well ventilated. Air should pass on properly, and so that we don't feel suffocated or feel any trouble in breathing. Has an exhaust fan in the kitchen to let the smoke out. Okay, we cook food, so there is some smoke. Okay, while cooking the food, so that we should place a exhaust fan in our kitchen so that all that smoke is passed out from the kitchen. Has windows and doors covered with netting or wire mesh to keep the mosquitoes out. Okay, so there is small little net which we place to our window screen, and so that the mosquitoes do not enter our house. Mosquitoes also bring so many diseases, so that over that we should cover our windows and doors covered with netting or wire mesh to keep the mosquitoes out. Has a good draining system for the dirty water. Dirty water also carries many germs, so we should have a very good draining system so that all the dirty water which is there in our house, it should go away properly. Now caring for your house. How you can care for your house? Caring for your house and keeping it clean is not a difficult task. Just do the following task regularly. Now this thing you have to do it regularly. Throw the garbage into garbage bins. You should throw the garbage. Garbage means waste which we find it in our house. That is called as garbage. Throw the garbage into the garbage bins. We have dustbin or garbage bins. We should throw all the garbage into that. Always keep the garbage bins covered. Okay, the garbage bins should be kept covered so that there is no germs, no flies, and no illness. Use disinfectants to kill germs in wash basins and bathrooms. Okay, disinfectants means it is a liquid or any disinfectant which kills the germs. Okay, it is so that there is no spread of illness. So we should spray this disinfectant to kill germs in wash basins and bathrooms. Sweep and mop the floors regularly. You should sweep the floor at least 2 times in a day. Okay, and mop the floors regularly. Put everything in its proper place and do not leave anything lying around. You should keep all your things properly in a place and they should not lie here and there anywhere they are lying. Okay, so that you will get it. If you put all the things in proper place so that when you want it, you will get it on time and properly. You will not have to search for it. And also, putting everything in proper place makes the house look very clean and neat. Curtains too should be washed regularly. Our windows have curtains, so they should also be washed regularly. All objects should be arranged and kept in their proper places. A clean house will become a home in no time as the people who live in it do the above tasks for the sake of each other. Okay, all the members in your house should do this task regularly. You should help one another and you should keep your home neat and clean. Now quick check. Circle the correct option to complete the following sentences. You should or should not play with knives and scissors. One I do it for you, rest you can do it. Okay. So you should play with the knives or scissors or you should not play. Obviously you should not play with the knives and scissors. Okay. So the rest you can read from the chapter after the chapter is over and you can take it. Next, safety rules at school. Now these were the safety rules at home. Now we will see the safety rules at school. Your teachers and others at school do their best to keep you safe. You too should follow certain rules and help them in this task. Now your teachers and other in your schools, they care for you. They see that you are safe every time. Okay, but you should also, it is your responsibility also to follow some certain rules and help them. Now what are the rules? Do not climb on desks and chairs as their sharp edges can cause hurt. Okay, we used to every time tell you do not climb on benches, do not climb on benches. So this is the reason why we used to tell you all that you can get hurt. Their sharp edges. Okay, edges means their corners are very sharp, so that it may hurt you. So you should not climb on desks and chairs. Keep away from sharp or pointed objects such as paper cutters, blades and scissors. Same way, even school also need these things, paper cutters, blades and scissors. So here also, like at home, here also you should stay away from the sharp pointed objects such as paper cutters, blades and scissors. Then you should walk in a queue in the corridors. Okay, queue means in a line and corridors means a narrow passage in a building. Okay, there is a narrow passage in a building with doors that open into rooms. That is called a corridor. Walk in a queue in the corridors. Okay, when you go down or come up, there are corridors, no? So you should walk in a line in that corridors. Never run up or down the stairs. Why you should walk in a line in the corridors? Because if you push one another, you may fall and get badly hurt. Never run up or down the staircase. Okay. So there are stairs for climbing staircase. So you should never run up or down. There also you may fall and get badly hurt. So you should never run up or down the staircase. Do not slide down the banister. Okay, you should not slide down the banister. There is some support near the staircase, so you should not slide down over it. Do not throw things at others or hurt them in any other way. You should not throw any bottle, compass box or any book or anything to others, otherwise they may get hurt. Now these were some rules which you have to follow at school. Now safety rules in the playground. Now while playing also in the playground, there are some safety rules which you should follow. Safety rules should be followed in the playgrounds as well. Understand and learn the rules of the game you are playing. You should understand what you are playing. You should know. Okay. So you should understand what are the rules of that game you are playing. Never play in a wet field. You may slip and hurt yourself. Okay. You should never play in a wet field. Wet field means sometimes the grass is wet. Okay, or the ground is wet. So you should never play on that because your foot may get slip and you may fall and get yourself hurt. Do not hit each other with any item of your sports kit. Okay, if you have your sports kit, you should never hit each other with that sports kit because it has all the things, bat, ball and all the other things in it. So the others may get hurt if you hit with that. Okay, so now which of these two pictures show safe playing habits? 1. Now see, the first picture shows the safe playing habits. And why? Because see, there is someone adult in first picture. There is no adult in the second picture. So that one adult can look after the children. The boy and the girl, they are playing on the beach. Okay, in the sand. So that is proper. And in the second picture, they are playing in the water. So that is not good. That is not proper. Then sharp objects. Okay. See, there is a sand castle made. In first picture there is no any sharp object, but in the second picture near the sand castle there are sharp objects. So this way the first picture is correct and it is showing safe playing habits. You can find out more 6 differences in that picture. Now safety rules on the road. Now while walking on the road also or while traveling, you should follow some safety rules. It is even more important to be careful while walking or crossing the road. Remember to do the following. While walking on the road or while crossing the road, you should remember some rules. Walk on the footpath instead of on the road. Always remain on the safe side of the road. You should not walk in between the road or anywhere on the road. There are footpaths made for us for walking. So you should use that footpath for walking. And you should also remain on a safe side. Whichever is the safe side where the vehicles are not coming too much. So that is the safe side of the road and you should be always on the safe side of the road. Cross the road on a zebra crossing. Okay, you all know what is zebra crossing. There are white lines, okay, on the road, and why they are made? So that we can cross the road at signals, or we can cross the road. Mostly we see them at the signals. So cross the road on a zebra crossing. You should always use that zebra crossing. It is a marking that is made for us only to cross the road. Look at your right, then left, and then right again before crossing the road. So how you should cross the road? First you should look at your right, then at your left, and then again right before crossing the road. You should not just cross the road looking in front anyhow you want. You may also use an overhead bridge or a subway if there is if there is no one to cross the road. Okay, so if there is one to cross, any one, overhead bridge or subway, any one of it you can use to cross the road. Overbridge means there is a bridge over the road. You might have seen it somewhere, so you can use that bridge. Or subway means it is a passage or a tunnel, okay, under the road, which are used by people to cross the roads. So you can use any one, whichever is available, you can use any one of them. Never get on or off a moving vehicle. When the vehicle is moving, when you are adult, you should not get down from the moving vehicle. You may get yourself very badly hurt. Do not put your arms or head out of a moving vehicle. Okay, you should not put your arms or your head out of a moving vehicle. Any vehicle will come from behind. You may get badly hurt. Keep to your left while cycling. While cycling, you should always keep yourself to the left side. Signal before turning left or right. Okay, you should give some indicator before turning left or right. You should not directly take a left or right turn because the vehicle is coming from behind. They should know where you want to move. Always wear seat belts when traveling by car. Now you should always wear seat belts when traveling by a car. Okay, so they provide you safety. Now first aid. The first help given to someone who gets hurt or after an accident is called first aid. So when you meet with an accident, so the very first help, whatever is given, that is called as first aid. Okay, aid means help. So first help given when an accident is occurred, so that is called as first aid. The most important thing in such a situation is not to panic and calmly follow these instructions before an adult arrives with proper medical help. Okay, so you should not panic, you should be calm and you should follow some instructions before any adult arrives. So what you should do not crowd around the injured person. The person who has met with the accident, you should not gather around him. He may feel suffocated. So you should not do that. Inform an adult to call for a doctor. If there is any adult, you should inform that adult that please call for any ambulance or a doctor. Use an antiseptic lotion to clean the wound. Okay, antiseptic lotion, like you all know Dettol, Savlon, these are antiseptic lotions. So the person have got wounded means any injury, any damage to your part, that is also a wound, or any cut on your body, that is also a wound. Any damage happened to your body is called as a wound. So you should apply antiseptic liquid to the wound. Tie a clean bandage or a handkerchief on the wound to stop it from bleeding. Okay, loss of blood is dangerous. Now your body, there is a lot of blood in your body. So if the blood is gone from your body, you may feel unconscious. Okay, so you should tie a bandage or handkerchief on the wound so that the blood do not flow away. Ensure that the injured person is comfortable. You should make sure that the injured person is relaxed. Keep the wounded part of the body raised to higher level. What does this mean? That if you get a cut on your finger, okay, this is also an accident, a small accident. This can also be called an accident. Not accidents means are not only those which happen on the road. Okay, any injury you met with, that is also accident. So if you get cut on your finger and if you put it down only, so what will happen? All the blood will flow, so that there is loss of blood in your body. So to avoid that, you should keep the wounded part raised to a higher level. Same anywhere on the body, if you get hurt, you should raise the body part to a higher level. You should keep it high. Speaking comforting words to the injured person. Now the person who has got injured, you should speak good words to them, that nothing will happen to you. Be relaxed, be calm. Doctor is coming, ambulance is coming, we will do something. You should speak such words and make him comfortable and calm. Okay, so here we end with the chapter. I hope you have understood the chapter very well. Read it once again. Now these are the key vocabulary. You can go through it. Now I know that these are some facts. You can go through them. Now fill the blanks. I will just do one. Rest you can do. There are options already mentioned above. Doors and windows of a house should be covered with wire mesh. Okay, first one is wire mesh. Wire mesh means it is a fencing which is used at door or windows. That is wire mesh. Rest you can do from the chapter. Now match the symbols of some common road signs. These are the road signs. You can match them. First one I will do it for you. Cycling. Okay. So bicycles only. There is a sign of cycle. So first one is bicycles only. So rest you can do it. Now answer the following questions. Where should we walk on the road? Where should we walk? We should walk on the footpath. We should walk on the footpath on the road. List 3 safety rules that we should follow on the road. You can get this on page number 40. See, first one you can say we should always walk on the footpath. Then we should use zebra crossing when crossing the road. And always wear a seat belt while traveling by the car. These 3 things you can write. List any 5 things that a first aid box has. What a first aid box should have? Bandage, cotton, antiseptic lotion, okay, so a pair of scissors, thermometer. So these things you can write. What are zebra lines or pedestrian crossing? Okay, it is, so what is that? It is a place on the road that is marked with black and white strips where vehicles are supposed to stop and people can cross the road. That is zebra lines or pedestrian crossing. Pedestrian crossing means, pedestrians means the people who are walking on the road. They are called as pedestrians. List any 3 features of a good house. Now 3 features of a good house you can write. Garbage, we should throw the garbage in garbage bins. We should do sweeping regularly. And we should put all the things in proper place. You can write anything from the chapter. You can see from the chapter and add on your own. Now write 5 things you should or shouldn't do for your own safety. One I will tell you how to do. Always, in always you can say walk on the footpath always, and never you can run, never run or play on the road. So rest you can write. Please write the questions. Oh, next page also we have one activity. Okay, we should always pay gratitude and appreciation to others. Means you should always say thank you to people who help you. First I will do it for you. Now they have told identify the following people and write their names in the provided space. I treat you when you are sick. So who treats us? A doctor. Now rest you read it and do it on yourself. And this is science in every day. Okay, this is, you can write here your name and you will write some safety rules which we have to follow at home, at school and on the road, and you can keep this in your bag so that you get remembered every time which safety rules we have to follow. Okay, so here we end with the lesson. Please go through the lesson, write the question answers in your book, read the lesson. I will see you in the next session.